I'm sort of hoping this doesn't sound too like obnoxious, the water. I found like a really nice spot just over that bridge I go to, and my arse is wet. There's a puddle here, and I've just sat shit. Okay, maybe this is a bit inconvenient for me, maybe more so me than for you. I wanted to talk about a few things today, I think. And my hair is long, isn't it? The title of this video is probably going to be like why I do these videos. So I guess I'll get that out of the way first and then talk about my general shit. I made the video why I do these videos 2 nights ago, but I ran out of phone memory and it was into 2 videos, split into 2 videos, one 1080p, one 720, so I could actually record it, and it still cut out. So I tried to give a shortened version because I'm now in a pretty good mood, and I think I can be a bit more articulate, hopefully. Which is ironic because I wasn't very articulate when I was saying hopefully I can be more articulate. Anyway, I'd say I do these videos partially for myself in the future, but what I said mainly in the other videos, and it was kind of a half-assed sort of like what I do with these videos, where they're always unplanned and I just kind of talk shit, which makes it understandable as to why I probably have. But actually, it surprises me as to how I still have some viewer retention, like 3 or 4 viewers per video. I don't know how far people watch, but I assume those 3 or 4 viewers, Elliot, maybe Caleb, Jared, maybe Donovan, perhaps still. These videos, I know Donovan said he watched the videos from a few weeks back, so maybe still Donovan. But yeah, I just ramble and lose train of thought really quickly. But the reason I do these videos partially is because I believe eventually I will be pretty damn successful, I think, in some regard. Maybe have some kind of name for myself in some sphere, not like celebrity status, but I believe I will excel in something, hopefully, like one thing in my life. Maybe. Yeah, I definitely hope for that, and I hope that to be writing. I hope eventually I can get into writing properly. It's the only thing I'm really creative at. The only thing I'm really creative in, I guess. And I guess I want these videos to kind of be inspiration for other people. So, you know, I know it sounds super egotistical and super like privileged white male sort of shit. Maybe I'm just exaggerating, but I think it's like privileged. But you know, where people get successful and they might write a biography and say like, oh, they came from really hard times, and you know, if I can do it, you can do it. In writing, when you're reading somebody when they've already made it, and even if you like a YouTuber like PewDiePie, I guess, when you see the videos from 10 years ago, that is a source of what I'm trying to express. That is a source of like, wow, they weren't big then, but look how big they are now. And I guess I kind of want this to be so people look at and be like, wow, he was a real, I don't know, he really wasn't much back then. He really wasn't, you know, he just spoke shit into a camera. So yeah, I think that's what I want it for, partially, to kind of inspire to some extent people a long time in the future. Somehow, I don't really know how, I don't know. I guess that's one for other people, motivations for this. I think it's subconscious, I'm not really aware of it. I just kind of realised it the other day. Yeah, I guess that's kind of it. I think I'll make another video about what I did today and shit, because this is probably just gonna drag. But yeah, to sum up, partially for myself, so hopefully when I am big and successful or whatever, unless I die or, I don't know, get fucking dementia at 25, which would be really shit, if that's possible. Probably is, like, super small possibility, I don't know. But it'd be nice to look back and go, wow, I wasn't, you know, I had the qualities. I think why I believe in myself for the long run is because I think I possess qualities that are really conducive to a successful life, which is kind of ironic because I think humility I think I possess. I'm so humble, man. Like I'm like the most humble person like you'll ever meet. No, but seriously, like I think kind of intellectual humility, and by that I mean like not thinking I know it all and not being arrogant. I don't really take myself seriously. I don't really have like concrete beliefs in things or think I have absolute knowledge. I don't think of that. Or like Hilster, when he was saying he's just completely subscribed to objectivism, he thinks it's completely right. Just a guy. And I don't think I could ever do that. I don't think I could say, oh yes, this is exactly what I believe, because this is what I believe to be the truth, in terms of like philosophy. So there's that. I also think I'm pretty introspective and to some extent self-aware, which I think is vital to know your pitfalls and be able to accept your pitfalls and accept yourself, I guess. Maybe I don't do that very well, but that's another quality. So yeah, that's about it. I believe I will eventually be some form of hot shit, and I think it'd be nice for me personally to look back and be like, this is my growth. I mean, I've journaled for nearly 5 years now. Yeah, shit. Mainly consistently 4.5 years. And I can look back and be like, wow, I've grown that much. I've grown in these areas over the last 4 or 5 years. It's quite nice to see. So it's personal, but I think if I was trying to say how it's to help others, maybe if I eventually inspire people through whatever I do, they can look at me like now and perhaps take inspiration from where I am now and be like, oh well, maybe I should just try to be a bit more humble or reflect a bit more, and I can still be a bit of a retard and still not be completely articulate and whatever, and there's still hope for me. Because I think a lot of people, especially when they see these, well, I know I've had this in the past anyway, when I've seen these figures who are amazing or whatever, and I've been like, wow, I'll never be like that. When they were young, they were working 16 hours, like the fucking Gary Vaynerchuk fucking jack off shit. I work 16 hours a day, always grinding. It's like, whoa, fuck me, I'm not like that. So am I never going to be successful? No. Hustle culture. No, fuck that. For me anyway, fuck that. That's it. Yeah, I'll do another video about shit.